You're listening to the Snipers Club NRL Round 20 preview, and I'm your host, the Sniper. So, we had a great midweek, guys, landing our main bet for Origin 3, with the Hammer scoring an absolutely awesome kick chase try just before half time. That took us to an absolutely awesome Origin record, with our three almost maximum bets across games 1, 2, and 3 all landing with ease. So we're on a hot streak at the moment, and let's keep up this momentum and use today's game at McDonald Jones Stadium to back up our efforts. Today's game sees the Knights take on the Tigers, and the weather's fine and clear for this one. Let's kick off with some quick stats. David Nofaluma still has 99 NRL tries. He's been stuck on this for ages now. This is Kalen Ponga's 100th game for Newcastle. The Tigers have conceded 186 points in the last 5 games, which they've all lost. The Tigers have only scored more than 20 points 3 times this season, winning only one of those games, and as we know, that was against the Cowboys. The Knights have just won 5 of their last 18 games at McDonald Jones Stadium. Newcastle's run home is Melbourne at home, Canberra away, Dolphins away, Canterbury at home, Souths at home, Cronulla at home, and the Dragons away. So they desperately need to win this to stay in with a chance of making the finals, or making the 8 at least. They sit in 14th place at the moment, and they've got 16 points. They're 4 points away from making the 8, but with 2 games in hand on Parramatta. The Tigers currently sit bottom of the ladder on 16 points. The opposition right winger Stione Katoa scored a hat-trick against the Knights in the last game. In the game before that, Semi Valame, who was the right winger as well, scored twice against the Tigers. And in the game before that, the Storm's right winger, Will Warbrick, scored 4 tries against the Tigers. And he's not even that much of a renowned NRL player, only really sort of starting to cut the mustard this year. Looking at the try map, the Tigers concede most tries to opposition right wingers with 18. The right winger they face today is Dom Young. Newcastle concede the most tries to fullbacks and left wingers. They're Junior Tupou and Jareem Buller today. This isn't a very strong stat though, because they've only conceded 8 tries to both positions. Let's start with some team news then. For the Knights, they're pretty much full strength, with Inari Tuala coming in for Dane Gagai at right centre, and Bradman Best will be backing up today. For the Tigers, Talon De Silva drops out, with Alex Twal and Appy returning after his broken jaw. So we'll probably see Appy play 60% of the game maybe, and then someone else will come in to take his role at hooker. So the main question we need to think about is, are things finally starting to turn around for the Knights? Bradman Best is on fire. Kalen Ponga's in a rich vein of form. Dom Young, the English flying machine, is joint top try scorer on 16 tries with Micah Sivo. Tyson Frizzell played Origin, as did Jacob Saifiti. And they just registered their biggest ever win last match day, defeating the hapless Bulldogs 66-0 away from home. They even come into this game off a bye, and with this being Ponga's 100th game, or his 100th game for the Knights, that is. We'd like to think that they are finally starting to turn and click into gear with confidence close to a season high, and with Ponga wanting to put on a performance at McDonald Jones for the home fans here. Marzu has also been excellent, and over and above his tries, he's been a key factor in helping the Knights gain field position and momentum when carrying the ball from his own end. Despite Appy's return, have the Tigers already waved the white flag for this season? It's a little bit hard to tell, so let's look back at their biggest losses over recent times. Last year, they got whacked 72-6 by the Roosters in round 23. The following round, they were slightly better, losing 22-24 to the Dragons at home. And the Dragons weren't exactly playing well themselves, but at least it was a more spirited performance. Then the week after that, they reverted back to the mean and got whacked 56-10 at home by the Raiders. And the Raiders are known for, being slightly flaky when they're out in front and conceding leads, but that just didn't happen last year. And this game today is the week after one of their better performances. So will they get whacked again? In the Knights' win against the Dogs, they scored 66 points, but it could have been more and probably should have been more. They were clinical with their execution and rarely gave the dogs a sniff. They dominated possession at 60%, had a greater completion rate at 82%. They made 13 line breaks and gained more meters and post-contact meters than the dogs. And in defense, they were also strong, allowing only one line break and missing only 12 tackles. For the Tigers, they were better, but still lost 36-12 to the Sharks, who were pretty much in cruise control throughout. So the biggest worry was that the Tigers allowed over 10 meters per carry and missed a whopping 35 tackles. If you imagine that stat with Marzu and Frizzell carrying the ball, as they will be today, this stat could worsen even further in today's match. Right, onto our verdict. Guys, this is a great game to attack. Newcastle are a team on a high, and the Tigers have been in decline both on and off the pitch, with protests and upheaval in the boardroom. There are a few different ways of skinning this cat. The selection we like most is Dom Young to score one or more tries and Newcastle to win, and that's best price at $2.25 with Unibet. So we take that for 4 points. We also take Dom Young to score 2 or more tries for 1.5 points, and that's best price at $3.2 at Paddy Power, FanDuel, and their subsidiaries. We take that for 0.5 point. And we also take we take that for 1.5 points. And we also take 0.5 point on Tyson Gamble, anytime scorer, at $5.5, and that's best price with SpreadX. Bear in mind, guys, that the Knights did say after their convincing win last time that they want to put on a show for their home fans in this one. So hopefully we'll see a bit of a blowout here. One other scorer that we think is a possible is Leo Thompson. He's best price at $12 at SpreadX, and he's playing against one of his former clubs as well. So this is a fairly new format for this preview and tip show, guys. If you do like it, please tell your friends, like, share, help our channel grow, and we may look to do one a week as a free version, and that'll be on either the Thursday one game setup or on the Friday one game setup. So tell your friends, help us grow the audience, help us grow our channel, and we'll be eternally grateful. Good luck with everything today, guys. You've been listening to the Snipers Club NRL Round 20 preview. Please like, share, and help our channel grow.